Oh no! No way! No way! Yeah! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! You gotta be kidding me! You gotta be kidding me! Woo!
All right, Steve. So let me start with the question I just asked you. How much sleep did you get?
Absolutely none. I tossed and turned. The texts were going most of the night, and the X alerts. I mean, from the video. So I just couldn't sleep. Can't sleep
So,
much after some of these games. Even the 18 inning game, I barely got any sleep. So
so let me ask you just about your what this whole run has been like for you. Watching your son, watching him reach the World Series stage, being in these environments, whole world watching. Just what has it all been like for you?
it's been it's been crazy. I mean, based on where the team was. I mean, when Davis first came up, they made the wild card round, and that was great. We were so happy. He didn't get any at bats in the playoffs. He was on the postseason roster, but we figured, all right, they're in the wild card this year. Everything's moving up. And then last year they were in last place in the division, so you never know how baseball is going to go. And this year the team just came together, basically with the same group of guys that were there last year, with the addition of Anthony Santander and Andres Jimenez, and they were injured a little bit. And but it's amazing. I mean, it's been unreal. It still doesn't seem real, really.
So let's talk about the home run last night. Um, I feel like we all know how it was, what it was like for you, but if you can describe your emotion as he ambushes and gets right after it.
Yeah, he hasn't batted. I don't know. I can't remember if he was a leadoff hitter this year. Maybe he was hot in the beginning when he came back from AAA. He might have batted a couple times in the leadoff spot, but they had him batting second. After George, most of the time when they had a left-handed pitcher. So when we saw that, he didn't know what he didn't. I don't think he knew before game time that he was even batting leadoff or playing, because we asked him last night and he said it's to be determined based on George. So when we saw him batting leadoff, I'm like, just get on base so that Vladdy can knock you in. Get a walk, get a hit, because he had an infield single in that the 18 inning game. So I'm just get on base so Vladdy can do his work. And then when he swung at the first pitch, I'm like, well, you heard me on the video. I was like, oh my God, don't let. And when I saw the guy climb up the wall, we were pretty far away from left field, so couldn't tell if he caught it or not. But it was crazy. We just couldn't believe it, and everybody was like dumbfounded.
Coach Chris joked that you texted him and said, "Hey, how come you never batted him leadoff back at Eastern?"
Yeah, I did. I said, yeah, I think he said, well, I never projected him to be in a World Series, so I guess that was his mistake.
Well, what is the reaction to your viral moment been like for you? Because do you understand why it's gone viral? Because I have my
Uh,
theory, but I'm wondering if you can
I,
appreciate why.
I post. Davis gets on me all the time for posting stuff, but I try to be. Try to be as positive as I can about the team. Sometimes I'll go back to some of the guys that say Davis stinks and all, whatever. But for the most part, I try to be positive, and I'm sure Davis is embarrassed that it even went viral. But it was just an opportunity I couldn't pass up, because when he made his debut at Fenway. Um, Boston television, well, nobody expected him to hit his home run, obviously, in his first at bat. But, you see people make their MLB debuts and the families are in the crowd and they show them on TV, but they didn't show us on TV. And I didn't have any, and I never, Davis told me a long time ago, stop taping me, my at bats. It's going to be on TV, 100 different angles. You don't need to tape it. So that time I didn't tape anything. I just started, let's let the moment happen. And I regretted it ever since, because I didn't have my family's reaction in the video, like anything on my phone to see my family, my daughter's reaction, my wife's reaction. So that's the biggest reason I did it. I wanted to see their reaction to him doing something, because we never had that moment where we can go back on YouTube and see us sitting in the stands when he hit his home run. So that was really the reason. I just wanted to have especially his sisters. I mean, and his mom's, but it's just been a long road for him, and it's losing his brother and our son, and it was incredible, and That's why I did it. I wanted to get my family's reaction more than anything else. To a walk, a hit, whatever. I just want, because I didn't have it. I wasn't taping during the 18 inning game when he was up. I just let that go. I didn't want to jinx it, but I figured, well, I'm going to do something now. So
Well, you're gonna have to keep doing it
yeah,
because
right.
you know. Um, how do you have a sense for back home? How proud everybody is of what he's doing and the excitement he's generating? Can you give me a sense of what that's been like from your end?
It's yeah, it's. I mean, we've been getting texts from all his teammates from little league all the way up through high school and travel baseball and parents of them and my wife's church members and my daughter's friends. So it's strange because when he's home, he's not Davis Schneider, the baseball player. He goes anywhere he wants. He can go to the shop break, go wherever. Nobody recognizes him. If he was playing on the Phillies, it'd be a different story. But in Canada, it's a little different. He can't walk around without people seeing him with the mustache and everything. So I guess when we get home, it'll be interesting to see. I'm sure all the neighbors in our neighborhood were watching, and it still hasn't really sunk in yet.
All right, so you're off right now. Give me a sense for where you're headed and what happens the next couple 48 hours, 72 hours here.
Well, we got a 3-hour layover in Atlanta. Our flight takes off 11:19 LA time. So we expect to get into Toronto eventually by like 11:29 tonight or Toronto time. So we got a long day in the airport. And at some point we got to text Davis's girlfriend to find out what hotel we're in because Davis, we don't put any pressure on him for that kind of stuff. And it's kind of just whatever happens, happens. But we had the hotel in Toronto last time. We had three of us sharing like a double bed. I was sleeping on the bottom. My wife and my daughter were sleeping on the top because we have one small bed in the room. So they just get the team kind of just assigns rooms. So it's kind of a random draw if we get two beds, a king size bed or whatever. So it's going to be it. Just got to find out what hotel. We don't even know what hotel we're in yet. My car is in long-term care parking at Pearson International Airport, and then we'll drive the 25 minutes into Toronto. There shouldn't be any traffic at that time of night, and just see where we're staying. So,
All right. Well, last thing, part of why your video did go viral is because honestly, so many people can relate to being a proud dad, right? Like you
right.
probably were doing that when he was playing at Eastern, when he was playing Little League, if you even had it on like a flip phone,
No,
probably doing that.
I was taping his stuff. Rob could probably tell you, I was like, because Davis was not like a top ranked draft prospect, so I was putting his videos of home runs and stuff at Eastern online to get scouts to look at them and everything all the time. So I'm experienced at that part of it anyway.
Yeah. But because of your reaction and how, honest and real and much like a dad, anybody that's a dad can relate to that. You feel a sense of pride in that?
Oh, absolutely. It's still I mean, I'm gonna start to cry in a second. Uh, what Davis has given our family just to forget about. Well, we can never forget about it, but just to put it in the back of our mind and know that his brother is watching him and that he's the proudest of them of all. And that's what Davis has given our family.